Alright, welcome to the revolution. This is Sumi-e Gaming, and welcome to the game Okami. Mind you, this game I actually played when I was a little kid, and I'm so freaking happy that the game finally came out. Well, not finally, it's been like a few months ago, where it came out, and finally came out on PlayStation 4. Now, hold on a second. I think I gotta be getting into the game because it's not letting me monologue in the beginning. Okay, so do mind that I have already played this game, not just this new HD remastered one, but I actually played this game a long time ago during the PlayStation 2 era. And in my opinion, this game is actually really amazing. It is one of my favorite childhood games that I played constantly. It has one of the best unique mechanics that I ever saw in games in general. And it's obviously made by the great company Capcom. Which, check out their games, man. I mean, I know I'm a small YouTuber and me saying it doesn't say much. I'm pretty much saying the obvious. But even their current games like Devil May Cry 5, great games. Like, when you have the time after watching my walkthrough, check it out. Go on Steam or go on the PlayStation Store and buy the Okami HD. It's worth it. You know, I actually watched a few walkthroughs before I decided to start my own Okami. Mostly due to the fact that I don't know how to record, including the fact that I don't know how to avoid the copyright things. I did watch a few videos on that, and I hope this one doesn't get that. So I'm going to try to keep talking as much as I can, in hopes that it will avoid. And of course I will be giving credit to the gamers. I will, like I did before, stay for you to please go watch and check out the game. But I will not be doing voices. I struggle as it is with my own voice. So there's no freaking way I'm gonna be voicing all the different characters in this show. Especially by myself. I'm not freaking Markiplier, I'm not freaking Jacksepticeye, which go watch them too, they're amazing as well. But I don't have the talent or the ability or the confidence to voice all the characters. And to be honest, I'll be kind of like doing my own thing. Whatever that is. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to copy other YouTubers, and I feel like Okami, well, the HD version has already been done since it's been out for a few months already. So, But, honestly, I'll try to provide as much as an interesting reaction as I can to this game. But either way, I'm comfy. I got my blanket over me. It's a little chilly at my house, and I got a drink. So I am all ready to go for this game. Although I gotta say, the intro is it's long. It's very, very long. It's gonna take a while, guys. This first part might not well, I might not get through much in this first playthrough. But hey, any start is good. Any start is better than none. Nagi. What kind of name is that? Like, one thing I'm gonna be trying during this game is I'm trying to correlate the names to the folklore or their meaning. And when I hear Nagi, I only can think of those weird snake creatures. You know, the one, like, snake creatures with like the face of a human? That's all I can think about. Like, in terms of Asian culture. I can't well, I can't imagine anything else. Which is interesting. But Orochi is actually based off an old Japanese legend from I think you guys heard of it, the Tales of Jiraiya. It's like an old Japanese folk tale, where Orochi was like this demon that possessed a young man who took the clans from a sage named Orochi. From a sage named Jiraiya. I mean, if you watch Naruto, you know a bit. If you watch Gaijin Guma, you know a bit. But yeah. I mean, that's what the name I supposedly comes from, but I don't... I mean, right now we only see his silhouette, so we don't really know who the monster really is right now, so... Well, I mean, I do, but I'm not going to reveal it until we get there. I'm going to keep it a surprise. Shh. No metagaming for all you D&D nerds out there. Shiranui? And what kind of name is that? Where's the moon? The sky, the clouds part? Now for the finishing blow. You know, I find it interesting that in all these games, they until the game actually starts, it's always a hero defeating the villain, but not killing him and sealing the way to be someone else's problem. It's like, yep, nope, I couldn't do it. It's your job now. You have to kill him later. I couldn't do it. It's your job. Your problem now. Oh, it's gonna be a plague 100 years later? Who cares? I'm not gonna be alive by then. Oh, that's nice. You know, I mean, this might be a stretch, but for some reason the wolf does remind me of, from the Legend of Zelda, you know, Twilight Princess. It does remind me a lot about that. Maybe because they're both wolves, but the whole aspect of them being outside the village, you know, everyone being afraid of this wolf. Except for one side, the wolf is everyone's still afraid of the Twilight Princess wolf. Well, here everyone, you know, elected it as a hero. Which, oh, and also another thing, Tsukuyomi, which I find very interesting, they turned the Japanese moon goddess into a sword. Where's the inspiration in that? Like, how could they take, like, the moon goddess, like, one of the three major deities of Japan, and turn her into a sword? They turned the one of the major sun goddess into a, into a wolf, and they turned, like, the greatest warrior and the jerk, Susanoo, into a lazy bum. I'm pretty sure it's Tsukuyomi, right? Tsukuyomi is the moon goddess? Or is that a common thing in Japan to name their weapon after gods and deities? Why would you... This guy is so freaking stupid. Like, why would you go into a dark temple that everyone says you're not allowed to go there, where a dark evil used to reign? Like, don't people know that, like, didn't, like, I don't know, Nagi leave behind the nose, like, hey, don't pick up the sword, it's the only thing keeping from the world being destroyed by Orochi. Like, really? Was that no, like, lost somewhere in 100 years? But besides that fact, what I was gonna say before about the wolf and being a statue, there's actually, I found out like now, like a bit while ago, there's actually a very good reason for why Japan creates shrines for a lot of dogs and wolves and all that. And I learned this from Gaijin Guma, which again, like here's the thing. We're in an age where there's a lot of famous YouTubers. I'm going to be quoting a lot of them, and I'm going to be giving credit to their works. I'm not trying to steal to them. Believe me, go watch them. I'm subscribed to them right now. They're amazing guys. Like, I watch their videos. I love their videos. Well, maybe not Jacksepticeye. I need to get, I need to resubscribe to him. But, great guys. I love their content. And Gaijin Guma is where I get all my Japanese, about 60% of my Japanese knowledge from. The other 40% is, you know, from my own research and stuff. But no. So the reason that they create statues is because dogs were actually believed as guardians. They're beloved and, you know, worshipped by Japanese as these guardians. Not in the same way the Egyptians worshipped the cats, but you know, somewhat similar. Because the dogs were useful, there were many legends about them, and, you know, wolves and dogs, there was actually not much difference back then, because back then, in, you know, Japan, the word for dog and wolf was actually the same. There was no difference. Don't quote me on that. Everything I might say might not be exactly the way it was meant to be. Woo. I like how that thing is made out of jade. Like, all of a sudden he has like a powerful jade weapon. Which... Oh! Hold on a minute. That's actually pretty cool. I haven't, since I know more than the first time I played it, obviously, I haven't noticed this before. The divine weapon on his back kind of looks like one of the three royal weapons, royal artifacts of Japan. The mirror that was actually, you know, used to bring Amaterasu out of the cave that she was trapped in. Which is also a famous, I don't know if it's famous, but it's a known folklore in Japan as well, I think. I don't know. I went to Japan twice, and I don't know everything, but yeah. God, you gotta enjoy the graphics in this game. I just love the, like, the stylized, like, cartoonish brush stroke design characters. Like, Japan is actually surprisingly really good at that. It kind of reminds me, like, I don't know, like, I'm actually inside a like a woodboard, like a Japanese woodboard. Oh God. Why that camera angle? Why that camera angle? Ugh. You know, I'm also interested in seeing the character art. Like, how many designs they had to go for before they sell on these? And why these? I mean, I know it's a very Japanese for the goddess to be designed that way, but like the surprising part about this is that not all of the character designs are bad. This is actually one of the very few character designs in the game that is, you know, a little bit risky. But I mean, Japan be Japan, but surprisingly, this game is actually rated teen. I'm not kidding. I have like the box right here, right next to me on the table. It's rated teen. It's for teens, which I imagine is like what, 14 and up. I mean, it's not bad. It's kind of like the Disney movies where they're like they don't, you know, they don't look at it, they don't point at it, they like slyly mention it or something like that. I don't know. Like they like somehow the Japanese or the American developers, whoever made Okami, found a way around this problem. Which really isn't the problem. But I don't think I really should get into character designs right now, because we only seen what, like technically 2 characters right now. Ishin doesn't count. Like, he's a little bug. We barely see what his character design is. Like his sprite, yeah, you see right here, like his sprite, you don't see it. It's like a silhouette, a black silhouette. So I wouldn't really call that like a proper character design, at least not yet. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. Yeah. Come on. Let's get through it. You know, I'm gonna try not to skip through anything. You guys can, you know, choose not to listen to me and just watch the content. You know, I'm gonna try not to skip anything unless it's like not necessary to the plot or story. Oh, and sweet, we got our first saving device. Yeah, they use mirrors a lot. Like I said before, mirrors is actually one of the royal artifacts of Japan. The second one being a sword, and the third one being a jewel. Which, if I remember correctly from the last thing I read, 2 of the artifacts are actually still held in the museums and, you know, kept under strict surveillance and protection. While for the sword, I think there's something like that. Like there's a replica or something like that. Oh, yeah, gotta break these spots. Like the hardest thing about this game is getting the money. Well, not in the beginning at least. Later on, you actually get more tougher enemies. You get like better abilities. But in the beginning of the game, it's actually, well, I suppose that most games are like that, where it's actually really hard to get the coins. And believe me when I say buying new moves, or you know, like buying new moves or abilities and getting equipment is always really hard. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's break this, and we got a dog bone. Break this, break this. Just a lot of breaking. Which is another thing I'm actually curious, who started that tradition? Like in most RPG games, there seems to be, like, especially like in Legend of Zelda, there seems to be like a long-running tradition of just going into random people's houses and breaking pots to gain coin. Amy. Amy. Or Ami. Is it Amy or Ami? I have no freaking idea. I mean, I get that this like this cricket bug thing. No, sorry, he doesn't like being called a bug. This cricket thing. I get he's like a little bit overconfident, but you're calling the sun goddess Amy. I mean, she's not really doing anything to you, but yeah, hold on a minute, Ishin. We gotta go up there and get something. Come on, let me go. And we go to the mountain, where we're gonna meet our first ink friend? Brush god? Let's call them brush god. And this is what I was talking about. Like, this is the mechanic I love in the game, which I haven't seen in others. Like, in all the games I played, which I suppose to other, you know, YouTuber gamers, I not much. But I haven't seen any other game that had this, like, unique playstyle. And, again, this was done during the PlayStation 2 era, which, in my opinion, didn't have the best graphics, but it was the most innovative, because back then, for some reason, the companies weren't afraid to experiment. And you had so many unique games with unique game mechanics and storylines and plot lines. For example, Dark Watch, or there was a Jet Li game, like Jet Li Rise of Honor, which I really loved. I mean, if I could get like a podcast and like a recording thing, I might do a playthrough of that game. Although I doubt anyone would watch it. I mean, that game is old. This is old too, but the only reason it's getting popularity now is because the HD remaster. Which, to be honest, if all the PlayStation 2 games get remastered, I think most of them will be better than, you know, like a lot of the PlayStation 4 games. I think that's the biggest problem right now, is that the reason we think there's not a lot of good games, it's the same reason why we don't think there's a lot of good shows. Like, you know how things like, like in the future, there will be 1,000 channels. Cool! But there will be nothing to watch on them. Like, something like that. And I feel like in video games, we kind of fell into the same era and situation where there's so many different video games now, compared to like how many games were popping out in, during the PlayStation 2 era. You know, the popularity of a lot of them went down. Like, let's say, you know, in the year PlayStation 2 era, maybe only, let's say, five games came out a year. For example, I'm not sure if that's the actual amount, and that doesn't sound reasonable, but like in theory, let's say only 5 games came out, right? So, but like in 2020, a year comes out maybe 20 games. That means there's a bigger percentage of games being liked and games being hated. Like, I feel that's the thing. I might be wrong on that, but I feel like that's what's happening, really. Because we have a lot more games, we are kind of becoming more picky and choosy of what's good and what's bad. But I don't know if you'll agree with me, but I'll say it again. I believe that Okami is a classic. It's a classic that you have to play, or maybe not have to, but it's a good idea to play. It's like, it's one of those like good old PlayStation 2 classic games that, like, to be honest, this was made in 2005, and I think the graphics and the art style and the gameplay, it's still better than most PlayStation 4 games nowadays. And it's surprising. Like, I find that amazing. Like, games that were made back then still have rivaling quality to games today. Oh, this is my favorite part. When you start running, like the fire start appearing behind you and you go super fast. I call this a supersonic. But my other favorite part is doing this. Like the wonky physics of him going in circles. And going through here, going through here, going through here. You know the strangest thing about this is, like I stated, I did play this game before. So, although I haven't played it in a while, so I might have forgot some of the game mechanics. I might like make a few mistakes, or I don't know how to handle this enemy, stuff like that, like basic stuff like that. But I find it like really strange where I remember like random tidbits from the game, and so, you know, that makes me think about brush strokes or brush techniques that I don't have yet, and I start doing them and they don't work. I'm so confused, and then I remember I don't have it yet, or I need to get it later. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today, folks. Thank you for watching. This has been Sumi-e Gaming. I played Okami. If you want more, please like and subscribe. Comment down below if there's anything you like, anything you can suggest, any edits you might suggest, because I am fairly new at this, and so any advice at all is very helpful. This would be hopefully posted either today or tomorrow. And yeah, so like I said, please check this game out. It's amazing. I will have the link to both the Steam and the PlayStation Store to the game, where you can purchase it. Sorry, no discount, as I don't have enough subscribers or fame to get that. Yeah, I'll get there. Maybe in a few months or years. But yeah, so please check out Okami. Check out the game. If you like it, buy it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Okami playthrough. See ya.